So, hallo, hallo, hallo und herzlich willkommen. Herzlich willkommen bei The Awesome Artist. And tonight we have a very special guest. We have here tonight the witch artist Katharina Oberlik, and we are super proud and super happy that we could have this date with her because she's super busy at the moment. But that's why we wanted to also invite her, because she's a rising artist. I cannot say so young anymore because she's already around in her 50s, but I think this is the age in which the women now really rise and are really urgently needed in this world. So welcome, and welcome to all you out there, all you female artists, performers, dancers, singers, painters, compositioners, writers, authors, everything. Welcome to my show, and welcome Katharina. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this invitation. I'm super happy to be here because I feel ready. Okay, what do you mean you feel ready? You feel ready? What do you mean? I really feel I worked my whole life for this moment. I had so many doubts what it would mean to be an artist, and if I could make my money, and if I would be able to bring my work out in the world, and it was such a fight. And I feel now, really exactly now, and this is not only for me, this is for nearly all the female artists I know. If they haven't started already, it's just now, because we need the feminine power now to save the planet. And there's so many healers and artists which have been all these years been preparing for this moment to rise, to step out, to show up with their gifts. And we cannot wait anymore. And I'm still astonished if I realize that so many men especially don't even know it. What do you mean? What do you mean by they don't even know it? Many men or other people don't even realize what is bubbling beyond the ground. There's like this energy bubbling, and the women are connecting through the roots and through the earth. It's like under the earth there's this fire, this lava, this hot liquid energy, and that's our female feminine power, and this wants to float into the world now, and it wants to heal, and it wants to make people happy, and it wants to come from a totally different space. What is this total different space? Can you describe this total different space? Yes. This space cannot be the woman trying to be in the male energy all the time, because that's what I did, and it nearly killed me. It kills our bodies if we come from the male place. It's too hard. And because we are the keepers of the love and the earth and the nourishing, expressive energy which is needed now. We need to take care for each other now, for the world, for each other. And in this, to be able to take care of one another, we firstly need to be able to take care of ourselves, and that's what is nearly not possible if we behave like crazy, if we come from this so-called wounded masculine, because the man and the masculine power also wants to heal. We all want to heal now. Okay, thank you, Katharina, for this introduction. I don't actually want this interview to be very long. Why don't you want this interview to be long? Take some space, come on. you have this opportunity now. We have this space now, we have the camera, we have a microphone. That's so typical, you know, we don't want to take space. Let's take some space. Okay. So, we change a little bit the perspective, just a bit. So the next point I wanted to ask you is, so just share a little bit about your running projects right now. Okay, because you are one of these persons, you call yourself the rich artist. May you share with me why? Yes, I would love to. The rich artist is for two reasons. First of all, because if you practice your art, the art of your soul and your heart, you are so rich. There's such a richness in art. All the colors, all the expressions. But we have to let it come through. We have to create the frame in which we can dive into this richness. And the other reason is because I never believed that as an artist you can become rich. For me, because my father has like a refugee background, he lost everything and he would have loved to be an artist. He's a musician and a poet and a dancer, but if you lost everything, you will not dare to go for such a risky work like being a free artist. So he decided to become a teacher, and he suffered actually a lot. But he had this safety to nourish his family. And so I grew up with the belief that if you choose art, you need to stay poor. And I actually decided to be the living proof that that's not true. It's just not true. You can be an artist and be rich. There's so many sources for abundance and money flow and all that, but this is another issue. Right, it's another issue, and that's not what we dive in now. We want to dive in just to shortly present your projects, your running projects. For those who are still listening, thank you, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I have really 3 beautiful projects at the moment, and one is called Performing Females, which is an artistic research. I just had an incredible weekend with 7 other performers, dancers, actors, actresses, and we were having a research on how female characters are performing and creating characters and figures and playing with costumes and playing in site-specific surroundings and creating videos and photos, and actually it was so much fun. And I hope, I'm sure I will present videos and photos here and on my website, and I want this project to grow, just to grow, because I feel it's needed that we as women create new images, new pictures, new everything for us. Because all the film business and all the model photography, all the model babe things, it's all imprinted by the male view. So I think we need new pictures. We need new language. So we are starting to create around this. And the other project, which I'm actually here now, is that I got a little residency in Marburg, which is my hometown where I was born, and I'm invited to create a little autobiographic solo here, and that's quite exciting because I'm actually teaching to work autobiographic because of my past, Shishi Pop, but I never did an autobiographic solo myself. I was always working in a team, and now it's like the first time I'm on stage alone, and it's quite exciting, but this feels like closing a circle, because it's here in Marburg that I started to make theater with a theater group, a free theater group, and it's the same group, the people who are still here, that now have 60 years old, that create a little festival about the freelancer scene in Germany, and invited me and 5 other artists or performance groups to create a little performance. So I feel very honored and very blessed. Yeah. And what is the third project? I actually don't have a third project. I think the third project is just this knowing that I want to share my wisdom now, and I also do support artists. I do monkey wisdom sessions, I work with my monkey puppets, and I feel there's so much to come I cannot even describe. But I'm super happy to keep on sharing and keep on supporting. You can reach out to me if you want artistic support. I'm also reflecting on creating a program for performance artists or actors who want to be supported on their journey, because I also feel that our educational system, may it be school or may it be university, it's quite a tough system for artists still. I experience that young artists often are not so much encouraged on their way, but they have to fight a lot. And yeah, I would have loved to be encouraged in other ways much earlier, but it's okay. Yeah. So, but this is what I want to offer to young artists, because sometimes it's only one person who tells you, like, yes, do this video, you know, make this channel, create this painting, sew this dress. One voice can be enough that you keep going and you start to believe in your own creativity and in your gifts, and this I have the talent to be this voice, because I see so much beauty in art and in what people want to create, but it needs to come from the inside out and not made to impress or made to sell. It's bullshit. But we need the time and the space to let it flow, and often that's not given, but this is what we can create for ourselves and for others, and that's what I want to support. Beautiful! Thank you, Katharina. I think this is a very good idea. I think so too. Okay, so we have 30 minutes, so I think that's long enough for your first interview. Thank you for those who are still listening. Thank you a lot. I see that, yeah, the light is also very special. Embrace your shadows. Dare to step out. The new times are coming. I send you a big hug, lots of love, and hope to see you here soon again.